If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in gate measurement series. So today again we will be solving 5 questions starting from question number 111 up to question number 115. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, if you come to question number 111, what is asking here? A dual slope oscilloscope is set to operate in alternate mode. Alternate mode means it will alternately give two signals simultaneously. We will see it. The control input of the multiplexer used in the Y circuit is fed with a signal having a frequency equal to. That means in Y you have two signals and your oscilloscope is, suppose this is the multiplexer, so there are two different and this is your control, suppose 0 1. So in 0 suppose you have a square wave, and in this here you have a suppose a sinusoidal wave. So this is your Y input and this is your oscilloscope, this is your X input, something of this fashion you can think. We have drawn something of this one, this is XY, something from here, then we have drawn the circle. So of this fashion. So now the idea is, suppose this is your clock pulse. So clock pulse is given, after some time another clock pulse. So when it is 1 it will select this, when it is 0 it will select this. And our eye sensing time is 20 milliseconds. So the idea is when it gives first one, so by the time second one comes, it should so both these will be in the same screen. Let me show you, then it will be more clear. Suppose you have a X, I am writing here, suppose this is your X is always a linear sweep, this is your X, so that when you take X should gradually increase. So according to X you will select Y. So the idea is, so in the first sweep it should give you suppose 1, and the second sweep it should give you this one. So that is the idea. Suppose the first sweep is this one, square wave, so the second should give me this one. So you will get both these simultaneously. So in the CRO screen you will see both these simultaneous, this. So for one sweep it will be this, for another sweep it will be this. So that means your clock should be, now you can see your clock pulse. So this should be 0, here should be clock 0, and here the clock should be 1. So this is the clock pulse that is used in multiplexer input control circuit. So your clock pulse frequency, you see, that should be half of your this one. You see here the time period is this one, here time period is double. So by the time it give 2 sweep, it should give only 1 change. One should be 0, in one sweep it should be 0, in another sweep it should be 1. So the clock frequency should be half, so that both should be simultaneously accumulated in the 2 sweeps. So consecutive sweeps, first sweep it will give this one, in the second sweep it will give this one. This is your X. This is your X. So accordingly X, this will come in the 0. Next X, this will come. So you will find both these simultaneously in the screen. So that is the idea. So that means you can see the clock input frequency should be half of, this one should be half of that your time sweep. This is your time sweep that you give in horizontal axis. So that is always a linear sweep. So that's why it will be half of the frequency of the time based sweep of the oscillator. Next, if you come to question number 112, what they are asking here, a 4.5 digit digital multimeter has an error specified as 0.2% of the reading plus 10 counts. So 10 count, in each count you have to see, each count is the resolution, you can say up to minimum how much you can measure that with this voltmeter. So it is a digital voltage of 10 volt is read on its 200 volt full scale. So it is full scale is 200 volt and it is measuring 100. So in the 4.5 digit means how much? 1 should be 0 and then 9. So how it will measure? Suppose it is measuring, what they are saying, maximum is 200. So how it will go 200? It can go up to 199.99. 4.5 you know, because this can be either 0 or 1. And this is 0 to 9, 0 to 9. So this can be the measurement. Okay. So this much measurement it is doing maximum. But here it is going up to 100 volt. 100 volt you can think it of this way. 100.00. So this is showing. You can see each 4. So for this 4 and this is half means it can take either 0 or 1 and rest can take up to 0 to 9. So this is the measurement. So first it has 2 error. One is 0.2% of the reading. So your error will be 0.2% of your reading is 100 plus some 10 counts they have given. 10 count into each count is how much you have to see. So from here you will get 2%, that is 20 plus. What is 10 count? What is each count? Suppose it changes from next digit. So this is your measurement. So if you change 1 1, the measurement style is 0 0 0 0.000. This is the style it is measuring. So if you change one count, so it is this one. So how much it is changing? You can see the voltage is changing 0.01. We can also divide by 20,000 into 200, but that's not required. But by seeing it only you can see. So this is the measure. If you change, what you will change? First it will. What is the minimum that you can change? You can change it to 1. So if it is changing to 1, then what is the voltage you are getting? 0.01 voltage is changing. So each one count, if you go for next step, it is giving 0.01. So 10 count means 10 into 0.01. So it is 20 plus, this is 0.2%. So divide by 0.2 is also there. So it will be, ultimately it will be 0.2 plus 0.1, that is 0.3. So 0.3 out of 100. So in percentage it is 0.3 out of 100. So in percentage it is 0.3%. It was not 0.2%. 0.2% of full reading. So if you do this one, that is 0.3%, which is your option C. Plus minus means you can give plus minus both, because error can be in positive side also negative. They have not mentioned, so your answer can be plus minus. Now if you come to 113 in an oscilloscope, see the linear sweep is applied at the, so this one you have seen, your linear sweep is always applied in horizontal axis. So horizontal axis, this one is always linear sweep. So accordingly, if you increase this one, you see what is there. So correspondingly, this is your x, this is your, the unknown signal is given here, this is always horizontal sweep. So from here you will always keep on increasing to x. So 114 is again two signals S1 S2 applies to the XY deflection. So you can draw also, or you can by making table also you can find it out. So that depends on you which one you will prefer. So first let us go with table, then I will show you the drawing. So table will be easy for you because you have given this waveform, you can check which one is satisfying or not. Suppose, so let me mark suppose this is T, this is suppose S1 is triangular, so this is triangular I have given, S2 is square. Which one is X, which one is Y? Shown in the figure are applied to Y and X. So S1 is Y, so I think it will, let me write it this one. S1 is Y, this is triangular, this is Y, and this is square wave, and this is X. Okay, this is X, this is Y. S2 is your X. S2 is your X. Okay, let me now, T is equal to 0. Some points you take. T is equal to T by 4, suppose let me take, then T by half, then 3T by 4, then last T suppose. Let me check all these points. Okay. At T equal to 0, what is your X? T equal to 0, X is equal to, you can say your X is equal to 1. At T equal to 0, what is your Y? Y is equal to 0. Now next, T is equal to 1 by 4, that is 1. T equal to 1 by 4. So this is T, this is half, T by 2, this is T by 4. So T by 4 here is 1. You can see which one is T by 4. Let me mark it. This is T by 2. This position is T by 4. And this position is 3T by 4. Here you can find this is T by 4, T by 2, 3T by 4. And then last one is T. Okay. So it is 1. So this is also 1. So T by 2 it is 0. T by 2 it is also 0. 3T by 4 it is minus 1. X. 3T by 4 it is also minus 1, and at T minus 1. So now you plot, see which one is satisfying. 1 0, there should be a point 1 0. 1 0 is there, 1 0, 1 0, 1 0 is there, 1 0 is there, 1 0 is there, 1 0 is there, 1 0, 1 0 is there, 1 0 is everywhere. Then 1 1, 1 1 is there, 1 1 is there, 1 1 is not there. So C will not be the answer. 1 1, is it there in 1 1? 1 1, no, this is not there. So D will not be the answer. Minus 1. So you see minus 1 is there, minus 1 is there. These two are already not in option. Minus 1 comma 0, minus 1 comma 0. So you can see minus 1 comma 0, this point. So this point is there, this point is. So you are stuck with option A and B. Now you can see the orientation also. From 1 0, this is 1 0, it is coming to 1 1. So it is going to 1 1. So this. Then from 1 1 it is going to 0 0. Then from 0 0 it is going to minus 1 1. Then it is from this one to this one. So you can feel it will be of this fashion, because these points are not coming here. This is full cycle you have completed. So everything will be around this path only, because it will be moving in this path, you can see. So it will not go to these 4 points. So you can be clear about that, it will be option A. Even if you are not clear, then you can plot it. So for plotting, this was my x, this is my y. So plotting will take little time. One time period you have to take, and these sizes you have to make almost equal so that you get the almost a similar type of shape. Your drawing should be correct enough. So for that, you just from your eye you do some measurement, and this is 1. So this should be rise here, then here again the same level it should come, it should go, and here this is also 1. So height should be same, and this is my 1 cycle. So now you can proceed. So first point will be x will come from here. So this is, and first is here. So first point is here at t equal to, so suppose this is 0 position, then this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. 1, 2, suppose 3, 4. So let us do one by one. So 0 position we have done. Next let us go to 1. 1 it is 1, this line, 1 it is this line. So it will cut it here. Next is 2, 2 it is 0, this line, and 2 it is also 0. So this will meet it here. 3, 3 is this line, 3 is coming from this line. So this is 3. So 4 is again this line, 4 is again this line. So you can see 4 is here 1, 4 is here 1, and 4 is here 0. So you can see. So this is the line that are formed. So you can say therefore it is option A. Clearly you can see. Now if you come to 115, what they are asking here, a stationary closed Lissajau pattern on an oscilloscope has 3 horizontal tangencies and 2 vertical tangencies. Okay, for the horizontal input frequency. So horizontal input fx by fy is equal to ty by tx. So horizontal input they have given, and this is 3 kilohertz, and this one is asked, and these are given. Horizontal tangency and that intersect are same. You can use both, either tangency or the tangent. Generally we go for intersect, that becomes easy to visualize than to find a tangent. So it becomes easy for us, so that's why we go this one. So you can see 3 3s are 9 by 2, it is 4.5 kilohertz. That is your option D. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.